Pin Object Guru here with Room 54, which looks to be, as far as I can tell, one of those found footage style games where it's all going to look like it's being played on a VHS tape.
Yeah.
They're trying to discourage me from starting a new game, which is a weird choice. The weird part is, this wasn't made with Unreal or Unity the way you'd think. Somebody made this with CryEngine, which is, as far as I've heard from various indie developers, really difficult to develop on if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, that's what she said.
Cool. I know, I just saw the comment.
Oh, I thought she'd been reading the comments. Damn, though.
This is a book. That is.
I know. Apparently it is generating suspense. That's very funny. Oh, God. I did. It was comedy gold, Horror King. Loading objects, generating suspense. Yeah. It is weird how, like, we're 15 years away from the game Crysis, and, like, or more now. And there are very few first-person shooters that are as good as Crysis. Daniel and Desiree, a young married couple, decide to spend their winter holiday in their small mountain town of Roseburg. During their holiday, series of inexplicable following one another. Community Desiree finds a lifeless body in the middle of the forest. Oh my god. Okay. This is... I feel like you should have covered some of that in the game.
Yeah.
Because that is a lot to throw at me in an opening crawl. Hey, puppet.
Why is this hard to look at?
Because all of the textures have no, how shall I put this, depth. So it's really hard to tell where anything is supposed to be.
Okay.
Yes, I got my flashlight. More importantly, I'm playing with the controller. Oh, that's awesome,
so cool.
Marissa. By comparison, the best I have is Something Signed by Weird Al.
What about the Michael Bean video game?
Yeah, but we're talking about music right now.
Oh, we're talking about music. I don't have anything signed by any musicians.
Ooh, what's that on the bed?
And I've met a few in my day, but yeah. I've apparently never asked a musician for an autograph. That's
okay,
weird.
there's no coffee in the pantry anymore. No, you can't get enough of it to go to the market in town to get also other things to eat. Wow. I'll take the opportunity to stop at Everbrooks, the bookstore on McDowell Street, where you know I'll get lost among the novels. How about you join me as soon as possible? Oh, automatic save. Love it, need it, can't live without it. Okay, that all looks good. I can save whenever I want. You're damn right I can. I feel like you could beat Fallout New Vegas without always sneaking. Just take way too long, because, you know, sneaking is so slow. What a weird front door. Okay, that is a giant bathroom. Oh my god. Who would not love a bathroom this size? Although with a bathroom this size, it's kind of insulting to have that tiny a shower. Come on, guys. Although it's got like 3 shower heads, so, you know. Yay us. Okay. What have we here? Do the actors love that as much as the fans do, Marissa? Oh, somebody's hat. Why do we have a place with a spare bedroom, and whose hat was that? So I have to get to town. So that's a church. Thanks for that. And that's also a church. And that's a water tower. Thanks.
Puppet, that sounds horrible. Yeah,
There's nothing left to eat.
Well, I mean...
That's literally a giant amount of canned food, all of which are closed.
When I went to see Les Mis, and, oh god, what's his name? Was actually in the production of Les Mis I saw. Oh god. You know, he was actually in the movie.
We don't know, Brian, maybe.
Playing the priest.
Who was?
the actor that's famous for Les Mis.
Oh, yes. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm blanking.
I'm
but
blanking
yes.
his name. But anyway, he was there. And I got to meet him, but I was in high school when we saw that one. So, okay, we would go on these trips to see musicals in Toronto. And our teacher had actually been a studio musician and still every now and again did stuff in the studio. So he knew everybody. So we got a sweet deal for one of the actual very nice hotels in downtown Toronto. So we're staying there, and he. So we get to the theater. We watch the musical. He knows everybody. So we talked to them, introduced a few of us to them. Then he gets in a limo with like some of the actors from the musical. And is like, okay, I'm off for the night. Everybody get back to the hotel, okay? And don't destroy your hotel rooms. And left.
Adorbs. So I got a wood plank if I need to cross a bridge.
Yep. He totally believed in just, as long as you didn't go crazy, letting you just have fun when you went on those trips.
I say more power to him.
So he introduced us, every time we went on a musical with him, he introduced us to...
That is awesome, Marissa.
Some of the people, but like...
Wait, why do we have two cars?
He didn't want you to ask for, some people did, but like... It was just fun to talk to them.
Oh, cool, Marissa. Sad that his album didn't have more, but at least you got to tell him how you liked it. So that's the shed, that's the house.
I really enjoyed what I heard of his album.
I guess we're going. Maybe don't wander into the wood, Hogaru. Hey, I've actually got legs. Nice. Hello? Well, now I'm starting to get a little nervous. Just quickly look over here. We're doing great, Puppet. We're talking about musicals, as we often do. Yes, this is a chill stream, but first and foremost, it's one to talk about musical theater.
And
it's where we hang out to watch unbelievably violent games and talk about musical theater.
When does the movie version come out, Marissa?
Famously true, Brian. Okay, so that's not actually a sign? Oh, no, here we go. Oh, it's Roseburg Valley, not Rosberg. Nice. Music's really amping up.
Oh, nice, Marissa. I'm super excited for that one.
Yeah, I tried loading up Green Hell briefly without the audio to see what it was like, and that game is 100% not playable without sound. Like, it literally can't be done. Hello? This is room 54. I don't know why it's called that, because my character was not staying in a hotel. He had a rented cabin. Okay, that's just a rock. I saw a glint of gray and I, because this is a horror game, assumed it was a skull. Oh, is it the actor's birthday, Marissa? That's hilarious. Do I have a map? I do not have a map, and we've reached a dead end. Huh. What a disaster, no way to get through. So if you're trying to walk out of the valley, you will fail, because there's a giant brick wall, well, fallen stone wall, in the way. Here we go. I did have a stamina meter, it turns out. I cannot just run indefinitely. So, in the best game show parody Saturday Night Live has ever done, the, what's that name?
Oh, God.
Bill Hader played a guy named Vince Blake, who was the host. And in 2 other game show sketches, he also played Vince Blake.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, why wasn't he Vince Blake every single time? Because he always plays the characters exactly the same.
Yeah.
It's like Bill Hader's game show character. I'm like, it should have always been Vince Blake, no matter what the sketch was.
Yeah.
It should have been a continuing character on every time. Because he played a game show host a lot.
Yeah.
He was
He
just
does
their
it really
default...
well.
Oh, no, he does. Absolutely. But he was their default game show host guy. In the same way that you might see Daryl Hammond doing that in the past. Careful. So weird that Daryl Hammond still works there as their announcer.
Yeah.
Because Don Pardo finally died, and they're like, well, let's just have Daryl Hammond do it. He still lives in New York. And he does.
Although you saying finally died feels very...
He was in his 90s.
I know. But it feels mean.
He was
you
an
know that.
old man when Saturday Night Live started.
Yeah.
It's crazy that he was still
And his voice
doing
always
the voice.
stayed the same.
Exactly the
It's
same
impressive.
for 40 years. I've never heard of that musical. Is it good? Well, now I'm getting very nervous.
Oh, I didn't know they were releasing it. Like, I didn't know that there was a movie version. I'm really excited. That's the one thing I miss the most about having cable. Like, I used to enjoy watching the Oscars, but I didn't really watch a lot of award shows. But, oh god, I miss watching the Tonys.
So, we taking the right path or the left path? That's not helpful. What you're doing now isn't helpful. What the hell?
I am not at all invested in this.
Someone knocked over a lamppost. That's upsetting. It does seem that way, Marissa. Steven Spielberg has a West Side Story coming out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
For Christmas? I could be wrong about that.
No, I think you're right. Because I saw, oh god, what's her name from the original West Side Story?
Oh,
I saw an interview with her, which, yikes. You know, she apologized, and I get where she was coming from.
Yeah.
But,
careful. We got a house, everybody,
what
or
was
a
your
business.
question,
It's hard to
Hurricane?
say.
I don't know. Oh, have
I thought so,
you ever
Marissa.
seen the original...
Ah!
Yes, he has seen the original House on Haunted Hill. That thing was gross.
Okay.
Right? You've seen the original House on
Of
Haunted
course.
Hill? Yeah.
Vincent
See,
Price masterpiece.
Oh, it's a Vincent
Whew.
Price one? Yeah, of course.
Yeah. William Castle,
Even I've seen that one.
starring Vincent Price. Crazy man trying to murder his wife with stories of ghosts, but maybe there really are ghosts. I won't say if you haven't seen the movie, but it's a good movie. What the hell was that? I'm kind of amazed that the zombie attacked me so quickly that the game literally didn't have time to load in the texture of the zombie's face. So it loaded it after I was already being eaten. Is it smart to explore a zombie's house? Probably not. But I've made worse mistakes before. Sorry, Marissa, it freaked me out a little.
What freaked you out?
The monsters. What else? Okay, nothing there. It does have a sudden ending. Yeah, I saw it was on Shudder, and I loaded up, but then at the last minute, I was going to watch it, then I'm like, I'm going to watch 13 Ghosts instead, which is a lot of fun. Okay. You cannot open French doors. I got a key to a pickup. Nice. Patient vanishes mysteriously. Owners of Maconi Industry arrested. Oh, no. You know that's way too small for me to read, right? Just putting that out there.
I laugh at the thing with, I don't know, scribbles on it because I can't see it.
You don't even know that there's text on that.
I mean, it's either scribbles or text. I can't tell which.
That's my point. Like, you're so far away from you, you don't have your glasses on, so to you, that's just gibberish. All right, now let's carefully get to the pickup truck. Zombie got me. Well, at least this time they had time to load in his flesh. So that's good. He's doing the peace sign, as many skeletons are wont to do. Alright, so, where is that zombie? Like, is he, like, prowling around and then he would see me and chase me? Does he just spawn at certain times? What's going on with this zombie? At least I know where the pickup truck key is if I want to get there. That's true. Marissa makes a good point. Careful. Oh, it's another plank. I got 2 wood planks, everybody. I'm living the dream. Where the hell is this zombie?
What does he think of Shudder?
Perfectly acceptable.
Isn't Shudder a TV or a streaming service?
No, it's a perfectly acceptable streaming thing. I thought maybe by turning on the radio I would distract the zombie and make him go over there. Doesn't seem to be happening.
Shudder, so I guess he likes it.
It's
Although
fun.
my dad was the one that accidentally subscribed to Shudder.
That's a naked zombie standing in front of a door. I made the executive decision to walk the other way after seeing him. Now I'm getting evil laughter. Don't know what that's about. It's not a shutter, that's a drawer. Oh, it's a doll. Which it's telling me I can pick up, but I can't. Dear developer, you got some issues with this game. Some of the interactables are just having real trouble working. So... Nope. There is no power to the radio. Oh, okay. How do I turn on the power in this room? Because you're a big fan of the comic book, Puppet. Oh, that Gru. I thought you meant from Gru the Wanderer, which was a beautiful Sergio Aragonés parody of Conan.
Well, mostly.
It's a fun book.
There's some stuff in there later that's
Oh, I
not
know.
great.
No, wait. No, there isn't. You're thinking of Cerberus.
I'm thinking of Cerberus. You're right. I'm so sorry. You're right. Gru was awesome.
Yeah, Cerberus is trash. It's Gru that's awesome.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
So I didn't try to steal the pickup truck this time, because I didn't want to die. Yeah, I wonder why you can't get Tales from the Dark Side in any streaming service. Such a fun show. Hello? What is that blinking light? Did somebody knock over a traffic symbol? It's very cold outside, so it's not a good idea to get in the water. Thanks. So is this plank hovering in midair? It is. So, the goal is... What happened to my plank? Is this my plank?
I'm so confused.
As am I. Was I supposed to be collecting a bunch of planks in order to make a raft or a bridge or something?
Yeah.
Strong point, Marissa. Very strong point. I am not going to parkour my way over the bridge. That's just not happening. So you think the zombie's still hanging out over there? Probably, right? Yeah, let's go get that second plank and see what happens if you have 2 planks when you get there. Because now I'm down to 0 planks. Yeah, my hearing actually worked really well in, Uh-oh, I think he saw me. Oh yeah, there he is. Green hell today. Because I was full on like, do I hear something, like somebody running behind me? And I totally did. I noticed that there were 2 sets of steps running around, not just one, mine. And it turned out I was being chased by some tribesmen I had to murder. That didn't feel great. But in my defense, they dressed themselves entirely in skeleton paint, so they're kind of creepy. That is weird, Puppet. You're a weird dude. Just give me land, lots of land, the starry skies above. Okay, I officially find him adorable.
You and I have very different definitions of the word adorable.
Apparently he was still able to kill me at that range.
Yeah.
Through a gate.
He has very long arms, apparently.
Unusually long arms, yeah.
Special zombie stretchy arms.
Well, that was embarrassing. I want to ride in the space where the west commences. Gaze up at the moonlight until I lose my senses. I won't look at hovels. I can't stand fences. Don't fence me in. So this is what happens if you go left on that road. It's a very dark path. We're going to flip on the old flashlight. I had kept it off because I thought that was attracting the zombie, but he was zombieing up no matter what. Tragically. It did look... Was that a scream? He was trying to push himself through that grate and it just wasn't working. He sadly lacked the T-1000's malleability. Also, I love to say malleability. You know, the quality of being malleable. You should definitely make rice noodles, Marissa. Split the difference!
What's that?
Read the question. That's assuming you have rice noodles. If you don't, you should just make rice. Then turn that rice into noodle. No, of course you shouldn't do that. That would be insane.
Oh yeah, that's definitely red. Look.
Oh yeah, that's red. 100%. It's red now. I know! I saw the Steam sale. Someone told me I should buy Town of Light. And I'm like, well, I've never heard of it, but it's $3, so sure. So if Coffee wants to, like, throw the names of a couple of questionable horror games he wants me to buy, if they're all on sale during the Steam sale, there's a good chance I'll pick those up. Okay, I just got a sound effect like I was reading a note. What's all that dust coming from? Oh, my feet. Oh, that's so weird. The huge clouds of dust.
I feel like you just did a little dance.
Oh, sweet potato noodle sounds great.
Yuck.
I've made sweet potato noodles a bunch, and they are delicious.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Alright. What are the odds that there's an axe here I can use to murder that zombie with? 0? Yeah, probably. Oh, I know. I'm just saying. Pass the message on to Coffee when you see him. That now would be a good time to try and trick me into buying some deeply questionable cheap horror video games. And then the game crashed. So that happened. I think it's fair to say that we met Room 54 more than halfway, right? Like, we put in the effort to engage with that as a video game. That's fair to say. Okay, good. I'm glad you all agree with me. Wow.